Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll show you a quick hands-on demo on how to load your first dataset into Celonis. Okay, for that, let's navigate from this presentation. Okay, so let me show you the data I'm going to load. So this is a made-up data. So I made up this data. So basically, I have assumed, okay, I've created the activity table, which is the core table for process mining, and also created an attribute table. So attribute table should have minimum of a case ID, an activity, and a timestamp. So you can have some other attributes like user, region, etc. So this is the case ID, this is the activity, and this is the timestamp. Yeah, and there are multiple cases. So if I select on user, you can see this is one case where the user have created these activities and what time it is and which region. Likewise, I have created 10 different unique cases and different activities and timestamp okay across that. So this is for a lead to convert process. Okay, so just take this someone is so lead to conversion process. Okay, just to explain that. So someone comes to this website, they someone wants to a company that owns that website wants to understand how the lead come in, okay, how many of them are signing up, how many of them are going till the payment. They want to see the complete process, and that's what is this lead to convert process is all about. So, and along with that, okay, I have a attribute table, okay, which has some attributes on the different cases, which is you can see every case ID, has additional attributes like region and continent. Is just dummy data, yeah, just to showcase. Probably in one of the mini project later on, I'll uh, showcase the whole thing, okay, with some real process data, yeah. But this is just for you to understand, so that it will be quicker. So now let's look into how we can load this. So I'll cancel this. Let me go into Celonis. Okay, I have already here. Let me go into the data pool, which is data integration. Okay, I need to sign in again. I'll sign in. Okay, so I'm already there in the data integration. Yeah. So let me try and load the table in one of the data pool here. So, okay, I think so. I already have it here. Uh, Let me see. I cannot create another data pool. Okay, let me delete this. Okay, I'll delete this and show it to you from scratch. Okay, why am I not able to create a data pool? Hmm, okay, it's a bit strange. Yeah, so generally you can create a data pool here, but the free version is not providing the access to. So, but let's do it in this data pool itself. So you're going to connect to a data source. That's where you have to click. So you just simply have to upload the files. Yeah, I've already uploaded this before. I'll delete those. Let's do it from scratch. So now let's select the files. I'm going to select the event logs, which has the uh, activity, case, and timestamp. Okay, it is there. And I'll also select the attribute table, okay, which is here. Now I click on import. Since it's a very small data set, it's already loaded. You can see the status is green, okay, which means this data is already loaded. It should be there as part of the data set here. Okay, so if you see in the data model here, you can, okay, let's say this also I delete. Let's create a data model from scratch again. So as I told you, you won't be able to create any transformations or extractions for connecting to a system. All you can do is load the transform data tables here, and you can create a data model with those tables. So let me create a new data model. I'll call this as lead to lead to convert data model. Okay. So now you can select the tables here. So basically, this is giving some pre-loaded table from Celonis, but we are interested in the one we have uploaded, which is the lead to convert event log. The sheet one is where the data is there. We need that table, and I'm interested in the lead attribute table. So these two table, yeah. So now moving on. Okay, now we have to select which is the activity table. So the activity table is there in this event logs. This is where the case ID, activity, and timestamp is there. You select that. Now you have to select which one is the case ID. So I can see this is the case ID. You select that. Then which is the activity? This is the activity. You select this. And finally, this is the timestamp. You select that. And there is no sorting. So I'm not going to select that. If there is any kind of sorting kind of column, if there is a year that is available, you can sort it. Okay, so depending on how you, but here the sorting is not required, or like I can select it for the region. Yeah, so I'll click finish. So the data model is not created, but the tables that are required for the data model is there. So here you can see an A here. This is the activity table. So that is already here. Now we have to connect this to this. We have to create a relationship between these two tables. Now we select this. So I know activity table has duplicates case IDs. So that cannot be the dimension table. So I have to swap it. I have to create this as a dimension table where the case ID is here. And this is the unique key that connects. Okay, this is the key. So where you create a relationship and you save. Okay. So now you can see this relationship has been created. If you want to edit the relationship, you can click on that line that goes between the tables and it will bring up to this one. Yeah. So now once this relationship is created, you have to click on the data load. So this is where it will load the model. It will create a model. Yeah. So it will be quite fast, okay, because small data. It is already loaded. Yeah. So irrespective of how small is the model, big is the model, yeah. So you can have, so there are models I've created with 20 or 25 different tables, and each table has 100 different fields. So that is as part of my work, okay. But just to explain you, the concept is the same, and this is how you do it. Once you create the relationship, you load the data model. And some common issues I've faced is while you're creating the relationship, you have to make sure the data type between the keys are the same. If the case ID is in integer, this also has to be an integer. So please make sure, otherwise it's a headache. You have to go back and do the data conversion in your transformation, rerun the transformation, then come back to the data model. Now this data model has been created. We can use this data model to build analysis. So that will be the next step. In the next video, I'll show you how you can create basic analysis using this data model within Celonis. First, I will also teach about the various front-end features, and then I'll show you, okay, how you can do it. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video.